reading you guys' messages about how proud you are of me with fasting and having my mental clarity and my peace and just being really obedient and disciplined. I'm just like, oh. Because I'm proud of myself too that I was able to accomplish that, but it's not the case. Have a seat, let's talk about it. So I'm having quite possibly the biggest dilemma. Do I fast or do I feast today? Technically, I already had pretzels at like 2 a.m. So I think I'm gonna eat today. It's New Year's Eve, also my first nephew's birthday. I say first nephew, but he's a grown man. Him big. So it's New Year's Eve, so I think I'm gonna feast today and then I will start my fast tomorrow. The first day of the year. So damn cliche. It just ended up that way, okay? Yeah, let me go get some pho.
Like, what is the connection as to why hair becomes, and what is it like from being there?
Happy New Year. So, because I have impeccable timing, I have decided that I'm gonna restart my fast today. And that makes absolutely no sense because I should be enjoying dinner on the first of the year with my family, but alas, we are back. December was crazy. We'll get into why December was crazy in the vlog, but I really just wanted to pop on and say Happy New Year. I hope that 2025 is beautiful and satisfying and fulfilling and prosperous and just a wonderful, intentional, beautiful, fulfilling year for you. And yeah, enjoy some good food for me because my food right now is water with electrolytes. And I'm sucking on a cough drop because, like I said, December was crazy. More about that later, but Happy New Year. So according to my fasting app, I fasted for about 18 hours and 2 minutes.
What does fasting mean?
Wait, 18 hours. I think it's 18 hours and 20 something minutes. But regardless, I didn't get to 36, which is fine because I took a month off. So I'm going to try to work myself back up. But this is the difficulty that I usually have now that I broke my fast early. Do I just change it? Like, is the rest of the day a feasting day, or do I continue fasting or just not eat until tomorrow, which is technically my feast day? That's usually the difficult thing that I run into, but I think I'm just going to continue eating for the rest of today and then figure out, is tomorrow going to be a fasting day or is tomorrow going to be a feasting day? So I just have to figure out how to make adjustments based on that. But like I said, goal 36 to 40, so 36 hours or 40 hours. Yeah, so I have to make adjustments based on that since I made 18. But it's the first day of the year and I have to be a little strategic about it this time because I am also in a busy season at work, and typically when I get stressed, I stress eat or I stress snack. So I have to make sure that I'm being strategic, but it's actually a really good challenge for me because it's going to make me rely on myself and not food or anything else as a coping mechanism. So it's a good challenge for me. Yeah. So December was a floppity flop. My goal was to fast through or keep doing ADF, through my birthday. I can't recall the day that I stopped. I feel like I came really close to my birthday, which is 12/15. But things changed for me. So you saw in the vlog, I got through Thanksgiving. I fasted that day. I did a wonderful job, that day. I was really proud of myself. just the whole journey, the whole experience in itself was amazing for me. But things changed for me when I got my cycle. And I actually got my cycle on Thanksgiving Day at my mother-in-law's house. Yes, I did. And which was fine. I still had intentions on, I still fasted through that day, and I still had intentions on like fasting through my cycle. But after my cycle, my body just started, throughout my fasting, but then specifically after my cycle, my body just shifted, and I was extremely bloated, like even more so than I talk about in that blog. I was extremely bloated, like every single day. I was bloated, I was irritable. My body was just off to the point where I was like, this is it, guys. I'm pregnant with sextuplets, and this is my new life. Like, I was certain that I was carrying about 15 babies inside of my body. Like, I was extremely bloated. I just was not feeling well at all. I still have no explanation as to why that happened or what was happening, because, spoiler alert, I'm not pregnant with 15 babies. I'm not even pregnant with one. But yeah, so that's when things kind of changed for me, and I just had to tell myself, like, okay, I don't want to eat anymore, because I started looking forward to fast days more than I did feast days, just because I was so bloated. I was really bloated every day, but then specifically on feast days when I would eat, and I could eat something like so small, and I just felt uncomfortable and bloated the whole day. And because I was so bloated, because my body was off, because I was just misaligned and wasn't feeling like myself, I was irritable like a lot of December. I didn't even get to fully enjoy my birthday the way that I wanted to. I did treat myself to my tradition, which is an annual birthday massage. So I did do that, and I was able to enjoy that. My husband had a beautiful birthday surprise planned for me, where he had like all of my friends and family create videos telling me happy birthday, and that meant a lot to me. He did plan a birthday dinner as well, and I feel like I didn't even fully get to enjoy that, just because I was feeling very crappy. I was probably in my luteal phase as well of my cycle, which is like irritability, mood swings, bad skin, all of the wonderful things about being a woman, right? So there's that. There's the fact that I was at the worst in my cycle. Also the fact that I was already misaligned. My body, I was just feeling off. I was feeling terrible. I was bloated. I had no answers or no explanation as to why. Paired with the fact that I was like disappointed in myself because I wanted to continue fasting. So there's that. And then holiday time, we're trying to figure out a plan for me or for my family to go back home to see my side of the family, which was going to be in South Florida. A few days before, maybe about a week before Christmas, Genesis gets sick. And Genesis gets pretty sick. Genesis gets the flu. Well, I also get very sick. And while I tested negative for the flu, I do believe that I had the flu at some point. But with flu testing, it's really fickle. It's really weird. Like, she went to her pediatrician, tested negative, and then tested positive the next day. So that's normal. That could happen. It's like really weird when you're, testing for the flu. But I went to urgent care, or I went to a clinic, and I tested negative. Pretty sure I still had something. I still have like a lingering cough. I feel a lot better now, but I still have a lingering cough, and you can probably hear it in my voice. But I say all that to say, let's top that on top of feeling bloated, feeling irritable, mood swings, not feeling the best, disappointed because I didn't get to spend my big 40 the way that I really wanted to spend my big 40. and also because I really wanted to continue fasting. Mind you, I did not, aside from like the 7 or 10 pounds that the scale said that I lost, I hadn't weighed myself outside of that, but I wasn't feeling any different. I feel like I wasn't looking any different in my clothing, so I'm pretty sure I didn't lose any weight. So I got the mental benefits of doing the fast, but again, I was still just kind of disappointed that I didn't get to fully complete it. And I don't know, I was just really disappointed a lot of December. So I am going to be restarting the fast. However, as you'll see in this vlog, I was not so successful. I fasted for 18 hours and 20 something minutes. But I just realized, you know what? I have to wait until the kids are back in school and I am back on some type of routine and I can be consistent, because it's very difficult to start something new when we're like off of our schedules. You know, the kids are on a break. We're trying to do things with them, but we're still trying to like balance, you know, doing things for ourselves too and being consistent. And it's just really, really difficult. It's so difficult. So I said, you know what? I am just going to enjoy these last few days that they're out of school, enjoy them here, eat as normal, or, you know, as normal as I can. I will restart my fast when they are back in school. That's where we are now. That's why I haven't posted any updates about doing the ADF fasting, just because I had to stop. I was forced to stop. My body was like, no. So now that we're here, I come to my community because I have some questions for you. One of the questions that I had was, if you do find yourself breaking the fast early, right? Do you kind of just turn that fast day into a feast day now? Or do you still like you broke your fast, you ate something. Do you start the fast again and then the next day is just feast day? I don't know. That's when I have to figure that out. Hopefully I'm not in the position where I keep breaking my fast early, but when I do, I don't really know how to recover, what to do from there. The second question that I have is, and this is like the primary question, the biggest thing for me is, has anyone felt bloat, just like all day bloat? Like, it's so uncomfortable. I don't want to eat anything, but I know I need to. I think primarily it's because on my feast days, I'm focusing on getting protein that I'm probably not getting enough fiber. But I've had, what's that drink? Is it Metamucil? It's not Mucinex, that's a cold medicine. But I had some type of additive that I added to my water that's supposed to be good for bloating and digestion. I also started drinking Let me get the Keology. I can speak. I also bought this off of the TikTok shop, and this is not sponsored, this is not an ad, but I actually love these greens. I have to re-up, but these are the Keala Super Greens. So I have been drinking this, but even with saying that, I don't know if it's okay to drink on my fast days or if I should be drinking this on my feast days. I've been drinking it December because, like I said, I stopped doing ADF for a period of time, but now that I'm going to be restarting, is it okay to consume this on my fast days? But yeah, I have to figure out what's going on with the extreme bloating, because I have a very strong feeling that I'm going to start feeling that again once I start fasting feasting, and it's just so uncomfortable. Like, it doesn't give me any incentive for feast days, none at all, because I'm worried about as soon as I put something in my mouth, I'm gonna be bloated the whole day. So is anyone else experiencing that? Have you experienced just extreme bloat and discomfort, and what do you do about it? I don't know how else to ask that question. Why am I bloated? And I know that that's a normal side effect, but of the videos that I've watched, I haven't heard anyone complain about being bloated all day, every feast day, like for weeks, because I fasted for weeks and it was like all day, every time I ate. And yeah, I just looked forward to fast days more so because I knew I wasn't going to feel that way or as bad. and I knew I would at least just be able to focus on other things outside of food. Which brings me to another point. Did this, like doing ADF, did anyone just not have a desire to eat at all? Aside from like the bloat and everything, I just felt like I was able to focus on other things, and I enjoyed not thinking about food, like not worrying about what I'm gonna eat, aside from like feeding my kids and, you know, making sure that we had food in the house. It felt good not thinking about food all the time, and I'm okay with that, but I'm just wondering if anyone else has experienced that, because that was wild to me. But because I have gone through this before, I am looking forward to, like I said, the benefits of the mental clarity, just the focus. I really know that in the long run, fasting could help with aligning my body and the way that I feel, my ailments, the things that I'm going through. I definitely need to do it in a smarter way this go round, with eating more fiber, making sure I'm consuming less sugar. My husband would really appreciate that realization. More fruits and vegetables, and not just focus on protein. I think that's something that's really stressed in the videos that I've watched, but I really need to listen to my body, and even just like consult with maybe a dietitian or a nutritionist, because protein had me fucked up. I ain't gonna lie, had me fucked up, y'all. I pray that you are doing well on your journey, and I really do appreciate the comments, everybody just showing support and saying that they're proud of me. Like I said, during that time period, I was definitely proud of myself too, and I look forward to getting back to that space now that I know that I'm capable. And yeah, I'm excited to get back there, but I just need to do a little bit of research and make sure that I'm doing it in a smart way and healthy way, and not just making a rash decision and be like, okay, I'm fasting today. I think I jumped into it. I think I didn't have all of the information. I didn't think of how I could realistically fit it into my life. And although I had success, I know that I can be more successful if I just approach it in a smarter way this time. I'm definitely looking forward to this next round though. And I'm taking you on the journey with me. While this isn't the update that I was hoping to bring you, I know that in the very near future, I'll have more good news for you, more updates, and more importantly, I just appreciate you being on this real journey with me. You know, I'm always going to keep it real, and I appreciate you guys and love you so much for your love and support. All right, until next time we get together, be good to yourself and show me some love down below, so I'm not talking to myself. Bye.